boom, 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 boom. I'm a bad man, pajama, just as fine as I can be. Yo, what's up, you guys? It's Cat Poop Crazy Carl, episode number 17. I call this one The Fountain of Youth, Secrets to Eternal Life. And that's right, I'm feeling pretty frisky today. You know, we had a real tough week as far as some things went on, so I may not be as spicy as usual. But what happened recently in modern news, if you don't know, the young man had a recent issue with the officers. It made me reflect on life. And not only being in life, but living life and thriving. And I thought about the things that make me look this good at 47. So today, we're gonna talk about the fountain of youth and the secrets I know to eternal life. Captain Crazy Carl, let's go. Yeah, so I always open with a basic premise of my videos to explain exactly what's going on. So, as I always tell you time after time again, I guess it's because I'm bragging a bit, I'm 47 years old. I'm 6'4", 195 pounds, six-pack, pure steel black man. Well, people are like, man, how do you do it? How do you look so good? Did you guys know that 5 or 6 years ago, I was up to 260 pounds? That's right, I was the size of an NFL linebacker. I used to be hot and tired all the time, sleepy all the time, always worn out. And I didn't know why. I thought it was just, oh, I'm getting old. You know what I mean? So I just was about to rest and getting old. Then one day, I also do music and things like that in my free time. I act, etc. I'm also a politician. But in my time, I was out and I did a show and I went to a concert and I did a rap show and I was out doing my little rap and we came out the show afterwards and I'm walking out with my homeboy and I'm just strolling out, you know, feeling myself. I actually had a hat similar to this one that night, strolling out, and my homeboy's like, yo, let me get a picture. Yo, this is a popping night for you. So I took a picture like, yeah, dog. I was so bloated and full. I even had like that little small, like, vagina looking thing right here. You know, you get like a little V right here from the clumpage. Yeah, I had that. And my neck, I had like a double neck I was working on, and my head looked really big, like I was Busta Rhymes stuffed into me. I was like, dude, I gotta change my whole life. Ironically, right behind that, I got very, very sick. I don't know if you guys noticed, I got these blue eyes. I wasn't born with these. I got really sick from mold poisoning because I had never seen mold. I didn't even know what it meant. I didn't even know what it was. I only had heard of it. And I got really sick after that. Right at the same time, my eyes literally turned blue. I ran to the doctor. I said, Doc, I'm dying. And when, Doc, I'm dying. The doctor looked at me and was like, oh, you're not dying. This is perfectly normal. I'm like, what? I'm hot, I'm fat, I'm sweaty, my eyes just turned blue randomly? No, I'm dying, right? So I leave, the doctor helps me out with whatever little basic stuff he can do. I leave, I go back home, I go to get myself together. I get back home and I hop my butt on the internet. And then I finally figured out the different things that would cleanse my system, get me back in good health. And in doing that, I figured out many things which I now deem the fountain of youth and a possible secret to eternal life. I think I want to be Methuselah when I grow up. It's my goal. Well, let's talk about it so you can be out there with me, looking good and living well and maybe be around here longer than you expect. Captain Crazy Carl, episode 17. Let's get this eternal life going. All I need is one mic. One. Yeah. All I need is one mic. So let's talk about number 1. And Cat Poop Crazy number 17, the fountain of youth, the secret to eternal life. Item number 1. And this is the clearest, most obvious item. I call it the juice of God. And that is water. I do the water dance. Boom, boom, boop, 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 boop. Do the water dance. Yeah, all that. Water. Now, people, they don't like water. They feel it's flavorless. They feel it's tasteless. They feel like it has no value. There's water in my juice. There's water in my soda. There's water in my fruit. Why do I need to drink water? And I'm gonna tell you guys, I was one of those guys. Mr. Soda, beer, drink, alcohol, everything but water. Once I got sick, I started drinking water on a regular basis because sugar messed me up. Everything, basically almost everything I used to love to eat would make me sicker and sicker. My eyes would get worse. I would go blind for days. I mean, it was crazy, guys. But then I started drinking water. And ever since I was a kid, my family has always been drink your water, but they really didn't make it clear what it was. So I'm gonna give you some understanding. Number one, this entire universe is based on water. All life around the planet only exists because of liquid water. When we look for other planets and other galaxies and far, far away in the distant parts of our universe, you know what we're looking for? Water. Nothing else. Life does not come without water. Therefore, water is life, and you should ingest that life any chance you get. Now, I'm gonna tell you sometimes you say, okay, Carl, whatever, drink water, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna give you some quick tips on times that you need to drink a big old cup of water. I mean, drink so much your stomach hurts. Time number one, some people, you sweat at night when you sleep, or you might play sports, or you might just be hanging around drinking all day. But you'll notice that your lips are really dry. Even though you've been drinking tea and drinking alcohol and doing other stuff, but your lips are really dry. It's dry for some reason. My brother and sisters, you are dehydrated at that point. Drink tons of water, your lips will settle, your body will comfort, and you will be okay. Another thing, you ever get like a weird, random headache? Maybe where you're hanging out, maybe you're eating certain foods, maybe you've been doing a lot of alcohol drinking or something like that all day, but you get this headache. It's probably, sometimes you get what's called a food headache. Well, this is what I call the water headache. Sometimes when you're doing so many things, alcohols and teas and juices, a lot of these things actually sap water from our system and pull it out. Even though we are ingesting liquid constantly, it's actually sucking your body dry, low key. So if you ever get like a really weird headache out of the blue, and you're just like, well, I got this headache, I don't know what to do with it. Maybe you actually already did eat and you're not even hungry, but you're still getting a headache you just can't understand. Drink water. And I'm talking about a big old movie-sized cup of water. Like, just bang it, bang it, bang it into your stomach. I promise you, to the holiest of high, whoever that may be, your headache will go away in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Just like that. So water is the key element. Drink water as much as you can. That is the key to life. And that is a secret to life in Cat Poop Crazy 17, the fountain of youth, secrets to eternal life. Number one, water. Let's get into another piece. There's tea for two and two for tea. That be the one that you and me. Tea for two and two for tea. So let's get into part two of Cat Poop Crazy, episode 17, the fountain of youth, the secret to eternal life. Let's hear what item number two is. And item number two is foods that you can eat to facilitate your health. Now, I grouped these together because there are multiple items that I think are very important in your diet perspective, okay? Very, very important. Of course, the obvious vegetables, fruits, blah, 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 right? But some very important elements in part of number two is number one, use olive oil. Use olive oil in your foods, use olive oil on stuff, put it on your breads, your snacks, things like that. That is your new fat. Instead of the mayonnaise and the milky and the cheese, olive oil. Olive oil is your new fat. This has many health benefits to your body. Another item, onions. I don't know why, but onions are a true trooper and soldier that assist in the growth of your bodily processes. You can look these things up and see the benefits of onions in your life. Eat onions. Another one, and these tend to always stink, garlic. Garlic is a huge health benefiting item that will get your life on right all the time. It's a great item, beneficial, has so many health benefits. I almost never catch colds because of these type of foods and tips that I'm giving you now. I haven't had one cold in the last 6 years, and it was right before COVID hit, and I was sick for like 2 weeks. And really, I just had a runny nose, and it was gone. Past that, I never get sick. I never get colds, ever. Ingest these foods. I don't know how much benefit it has, but cilantro. Something about that cilantro is helping out. It's a reason that it's in every food that a lot of traditional people from South America cook. Cilantro, another huge benefit to your health and diet. As much as you can, get those things in your food. So let's just run over them again. Oh, and the last one, spinach, 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 spinach. As a kid, I was in love with Popeye the Sailor Man. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. You know, chasing after that skinny broad, olive oil. Ironically, olive oil. Popeye chasing after that olive oil and whatnot. You know, Bluto used to give him work, but Bluto was a meat eater. He was crazy. Bluto probably dead by now, by heart attack. By 45 easy, right? But I wanted spinach as a kid. My mom was like, what little kid wants spinach? I said, Mommy, I want spinach. I don't know what it did. Now, this is previous. This is from I learned from my childhood. Spinach has made me unbelievably strong. There isn't a person I know that isn't bamboozled by how strong I am in perspective to my size. Now, I am 6'4", 195 pounds, but I don't have big muscles or anything like that, but nobody can move me around. You could be a big old 6'10", 300-pound man. I'm move, big boy. I'm hard. I don't know what it is. It made me hard. It made me rock. Eat spinach. So let's run on that list of things again that are positive items you need to have in your diet if you want to deal with the fountain of youth and seek eternal life. Check it out. Once again, it is olive oil, spinach, garlic, cilantro, and onions. These are hard key elements to your life and diet. So that's that right there. And that's T for 2 and Cat Poop Crazy 17. The Fountain of Youth, Secrets of Eternal Life. Is my favorite number, as it is the key to the universe. 3. That's right, so we're on number 3 of Cat Poop Crazy 17, The Fountain of Youth, Secrets to Eternal Life. And here's another secret to eternal life. Eat only natural foods. All natural, all the time, as much as you can. Now, of course, you gotta have your cheat days, enjoy your holidays with your family, enjoy your vacations. Don't completely abandon your favorite food. The human body is such that you can get it nice and cleaned out, and then you can dump a little trash in, but you gotta remember to clean it out with some of the foods and waters that I talked about earlier to get your body right, okay? All natural stuff, all types of vegetables, all types of fruit. Now, I will warn you, some fruits have a very high amount of sugar in it and can cause an issue with sugar, diabetes, and things like that too. So be aware of eating super sugary. Fruits all the time, but still, fruits, vegetables, meat. Basically, if you can't kill it or yank it off a tree or pull it out the ground, you shouldn't be eating it. And I'm not lying. Whoever put us here with that in mind. They didn't put us here with Kellogg's and Cheetos and Twinkies in mind. That stuff is killing us. It tastes great, but it's killing us, guys. Natural food only. No processed food if you can avoid it at all times. None. And we're going to talk about 2 items next, what I consider items I want you to avoid to the best of your ability because they've also been detrimental. Besides that, once again, if you can't kill it, yank it off a tree, or pull it out the ground, you shouldn't be eating it. Nuts, fruits, berries, vegetables, meats, animals, all that stuff, you can eat it. And not only can you eat this stuff, sometimes you can eat these foods as much as you like. I eat whole packs of steaks someday. I eat bowls of salads the size of trash cans. Never pick up a pound because it's natural. Stay natural. And that's 3, a very significant point in the process. Let's get to the next step of episode 17. I forgot what it was called. There it is, yes. Episode 17. The Fountain of Youth, Secrets to Eternal Life. All right. Bo, bo, bo. Bo, bo, bo. Bo, bo, bo. Also, shout out to my Philly Eagles. We going to the bowl. Bo, bo, bo. I'm going to be in Arizona in a couple weeks. Wilding out, by the way. Bo, bo, bo. Like Daryl Dawkins. Bo, bo, bo. That's how we roll. That means you're going to sweep all the way through, by the way. Bo, bo, bo. Anyway, we're on number 4 of Cat Boot Crazy, number 17. The Fountain of Youth, Secrets to Eternal Life. 4. And let's talk about this next one, which is an item that relates to the last one. In my last part 3, I talked to you about natural foods. Well, I want to give you a few warnings about processed foods. And certain processed foods that you think are normal, average, everyday stuff that is not hurting you. So watch out for these processed foods. Processed item number 1 is milk, lactose. Guys, I want you to do something next time you go buy a bag of potato chips or a snack you want or some food you want. Flip it over. Almost every tasty type of chip and snack, even if it doesn't even say cream on it, has milk in it. You wouldn't believe how much food you eat that has milk in it. And I'm gonna tell you why milk, which is processed because it has to have something done to it before you drink it, is an issue. Number 1 is humans are the only mammal on the planet that after the young, prenatal, and infant stages drinks milk. That's why you get lactose intolerance. That's how you build up mucus in your body. That helps leading towards things like cancer and many other sicknesses you don't even realize. If you can fully cut milk out your life, I would suggest to do so. But like I said, you're a human, you have family, you have vacations, you have holidays, and sometimes you do want to treat yourself. So I always tell people, hey, if it's a special occasion, eat what you're going to eat, but get back on your routine the minute you get back home. Like I said, the human body can be cleaned out, then filled up with trash, but then it has to be cleaned out again. A lot of people they'll never clean out and they just fill with trash, fill with trash, fill with trash, fill with trash, then they get sick and die between 50 and 70 and they don't know why. That is one of those things. So milk and lactose, avoid it as much as possible. Cheese, anything. But like I said, if you gotta cheat, if you gotta do something, do it. I suggest if you really can't, it's hard to break it, once a week. Preferably Sunday when the Lord or the Messiah is not looking, or Allah, whoever, Saturday, Friday, my J-Bros, they got 3 different days. Any of those days, pick one day a week where maybe you can cheat a little bit, but past that, spend the rest of your week staying away from that milk. Another item you need to get out of your life is bread, right? Bread. You probably think bread is good for you. You probably think those multi-grain breads and all that stuff is good for you. It is to an extent. Did you know the minute that bread hits your inside of your body, it turns directly into sugar? So when you're biting a loaf of bread, you're literally holding a block of sugar in your hand. Processed sugar at that. Now, different types of breads is a good thing, but I would tell you, use lettuce wraps. Use natural stuff to put your food in. Wrap your stuff in lettuce or something else like that. Do not use bread. Minimalize your bread intake as much as possible. Bread is making you fat. Bread is making you sick. Bread is adding bad funguses to your body that only alleviate worse things. Found this out when I had my mold issue. Bread. Stay away from it if you can. Like anything else, cut it best you can. Don't use it. But bread and milk are devastating to the human body. And it's literally taking years off your life every single day. Avoid those 2 processed items. And you know what else is in there with those processed items? Rice, pasta. I know, right? I know. Calm down. I'm just telling you. Rice, pasta, bread, milk is killing you and it's making you fat. If you want to lose some weight, here's a tip. Here's a tip, just so you can get started, so you can know that cat poop crazy ain't so crazy. I want you to make an effort, still eat the stuff you normally eat, but stop using bread. Eat your hamburgers without the bread. Eat your sandwiches with lettuce or something else. I guarantee you, if you cut rice, bread, pasta, and preferably milk from your diet, you will drop 20 to 30 pounds in a month. Promise. That's a promise, too. Try it, I dare you. If you're overweight or heavy, cut those things, no exercise. And you will, because it's just pocketing. It's just pocketing. It's just pocketing. It's just pocketing. That's why you get that little vagina right there. That's that bread and milk pocketing on you. Cut those things out your life. You will lose weight. You will be lighter. You will be faster. You'll be cool. You might say, man, why am I sweating all the time? You won't be sweating much anymore once you cut these things out your life and drop the weight. So I want you guys to remember, those are processed foods Cat Poop Crazy Carl wants you to avoid. It makes you fat. Milk, rice, pasta, bread. It is killing us. Okay? And that's number 4 of this Cat Poop Crazy episode 17, The Fountain of Youth, Secrets to Eternal Life. Let's get to the next ones. Next up is number 3, 4, 5, bang, boom. Number 5 in Cat Poop Crazy, The Secrets to Eternal Life, The Fountain of Youth. Let's go. So this next one right here is something we need to talk about in number 5. And this is for my people of things you might need to drink besides water, right? Ideally, drinking water is pretty much all you should drink. Of course, fruit juices, things like that are fine. Preferably natural fruit juices, not fruit drink. Fruit juices, 100% cranberry, 100% this. No drinks. Stay away from those drinks, that juice drink and the sudden drink. No, that's not juice. That's more poison and chemicals they're pumping in your body. They're killing you. Natural juices only. And if you can, I think the ideal scenario is water and drink tons of green tea. There are phenomenal health benefits to green tea. Not only do you have your caffeine, which is not so much, but you know, it's okay to drink. And it's not too much so the caffeine doesn't overwhelm you. It's a good hydrator and liquefier, and it also has a lot of antioxidants. Now I'll tell you, you'll drink a lot of tea and you may still have to drink water afterwards because it kind of saps you. It's because it's taking everything out your body. It's kind of purifying you a bit and whatnot. Another item that I take every day is apple cider vinegar. This is something else you should drink, put in your foods, and also add to anything you can whenever you can. It basically is natural ammonia for your insides. You pretty much put it in and it just goes in and like burns up. It actually facilitates weight loss and digestion. Apple cider vinegar as often as possible. Those 2 things you want to drink. Now, as far as the green tea, there's even another positive reference. If you are a smoker of some kind, whatever that smoking may be, I saw a study that recently said that people who drink green tea while smoking have an 80% less chance of cancer. They said the green tea not only lubricates the inside of your lungs, so when the smoke goes in there, it's not drying and scraping up your lungs because the green tea lubricates it. And that's why you see a lot of those classic movies with the Asian guys who smoke all the time, but they still live to 100. They drink a lot of green tea, and the green tea is protecting their lungs. 80% less chance of cancer if you smoke. So green tea, apple cider vinegar. I make my green tea with apple cider vinegar in it, and if you have to use sugar, stay away from all white processed sugars. The regular white sugar, the fake sugar, Nuvia, whatever it's called, stay away from all that crap. Only eat brown, raw sugar. And things like this. I'm gonna give this company an advertisement matter of fact. Sugar in the raw is what I buy. The price of this has not changed the entire pandemic. Regular sugar has doubled. This price was the same it was 6 years ago that it is today. Raw sugar, real raw sugar is the only sugar you should be using in your life with your green tea with your apple cider vinegar. These are elements that you should drink and ingest that will make you a longer living, better person. And you kind of feel like, like Bruce Lee or something, like, oh, I want to be kung fu fighting. So that's a good tip right there. So that's another one for this Cat Poop Crazy 17, the Fountain of Youth, Secrets to Eternal Life. Keep it raw. Número 6. Hola, primo. Yo no tengo quiero. Tú tienes muy bonita y delicioso. 6. That's right. Number 6 is the one we're talking about right now for Cat Poop 17. The Fountain of Youth, Secrets to Eternal Life. Sí, 6. Now let's talk about what number 6 is about, and this is another heads up. Now I consider 6 optional, personal preference. But from my experience in life, there are 2 elements that you would be surprised are healthy and good for you to do. Smoke or eat your marijuana. And even though most people would not recommend it, natural raw tobacco. These things have been in the dirt since the day that whoever made this universe made it. Nobody processed it. Stay away from them cigarettes. That's processed tobacco. You want, maybe, I'll give a shout out to American Spirits. They have the most unprocessed tobacco. And that's the kind of stuff. You want tobacco right off the leaf, right off the farm. And you want to smoke it from there. It has so many benefits you wouldn't believe it. Once you take all the filters and the garbage and the nicotine and all the extra stuff they put in it to mess it up. Tobacco can actually be a good thing for you, and smoking weed can also be a good thing for you. Plenty of health benefits. Both have strong medicinal value, and both are been here since the beginning. If you're a Christian type in the Bible, he told you every seed and plant is here for you to use. Tobacco and weed was here before we started doing anything with anything. This is a beneficial item to your life. It can make you better, and you better drink your green tea while you're smoking so you can lubricate your lungs and protect them so you can get the benefits of it without the negatives that come along with smoking and lighting things on fire. In your chest, once again, an optional recommendation. Everybody isn't a weed smoker. Everybody doesn't like tobacco. Some people are just clean people, like to, maybe at most drink a beer or something. That's perfectly fine too. But I personally believe that marijuana and tobacco have values that are enhancing my life in more ways than one. And I hope you can see that too. If not, that is okay. No need, that is not a requirement of the eternal life glory. But it is one of the secrets to the fountain of youth. Marijuana, eat it, smoke it, tobacco. Smoke it, keep it raw and natural. Not them nasty Newport cigarettes or any of those other all that stuff's killing. Tobacco. I got a story about tobacco before we go. I had a friend named Dustin, and his grandfather grew up on a tobacco farm in North Carolina back in the 40s. He was on the farm his entire life, farming his farm. He always rolled and smoked his tobacco straight off the stuff right. You just get it right there, dry it out, and smoke it right there, right? He went to the doctor when he was 80 years old. First time to the doctor in years. He never even goes to the doctor. Just works the farm but they said, hey man, you're old, you gotta go to the doctor. You've been smoking all this time, you gotta be 2 seconds off of losing a lung, right? Dustin said his grandfather went, got examined by the doctor. The doctor told him he had the lungs of a 20-year-old man. That's right. Rolling tobacco straight out the dirt on his own, nobody messing with it. The lungs of a 20-year-old man. So that's proof that tobacco is something beneficial and maybe something you want to deal with from a natural perspective. If you are a smoker type, if you're not a smoker, no need to worry. I don't know if you like edibles, but you can also eat your marijuana, which has a lot of medicinal value. The THC is for fun, but the CBDs make you better. It's pretty much we're like Wolverine, and you have to charge this body up to repair itself. And those are 2 more great tools for the secret of the fountain of youth, which is the secret to eternal life. Cat Poop Crazy 17, numero 6. Reach out. We got a couple more people. L7 squared, number 7. Let's go. So number 7 in Cat Poop Crazy, 17, the fountain of youth, the secret to eternal life, is a very big one, and this is my number 1 life extending property. Keep the stress down. Stress kills everyone. Stress is why people get sick. Stress is why people have heart attacks. Stress is why people make bad decisions. Stress will put literal gray hairs in your head. Okay? Stress. I had a friend who almost got arrested by the cops. He ran away from the cops, came to my house. The cops was outside my door looking for him. The next day, I had a new gray hair in my head. One day. Stress is that powerful. It will aid you immediately. Now, sometimes you may have to go as far as cutting off certain family members or friends. Not getting in arguments and debates that you would normally get in. Don't be fussing with people all the time. Maybe the marijuana or the tobacco helps relieve that stress. Some people, they like to drink alcohol. Now, I used to drink a lot, but I found out that all the alcohols I was drinking was bad for me. The bourbons and whatever else, the Hennessy's and Cavassiers and all that, that stuff is killing. That stuff made from berries and wheat, which is fermented, and that stuff tears you up. I eventually learned that tequila is actually the salad of alcohol. Now, as you know, tequila is a stress reliever, unless you get in a fist fight at the bar and then a couple of my Latino brothers stab you. But besides that, tequila is the number 1 thing to drink. If you are going to drink alcohol, drink tequila. It is made from the agave. It is made from a plant. All these other liquors are made from wheat or berries or sugar. All the things I told you that you pretty much shouldn't eat. Yeah, I even told you with the fruits and berries, too much of it will get you because it's the sugar. Wheat, berries, sugar, all things killing you. So be aware of that when you drink all these other liquors. They're made from some stuff that's tearing you up. If you can, switch to tequila or do your weed, but keep your stress levels down. Keep them down at work, keep them down at home, keep them down in your relationships, and you will live longer, be more productive, and feel better every day. Stress, that is the one for number 7. Yes, siete. I'm on my Spanish drawing today. And that's Cat Poop Crazy, crawl number 17. I got another tip or 2 for you. Then we out of here, baby. I want you guys to live forever. The fountain of youth, secrets to eternal life. Methuselah gang. I eat your groceries, I eat your something else. I go over here and eat until I ate, and then I'm gonna be real late. 8, 8, 8. Like 8, 5, papi. 8, 5, papi. 8, baby. That's right, number 8. And then in section number 8 of Cat Poop Crazy 17, the fountain of youth, the secret to eternal life. 8. Let's check it out and get into it. So 8 is, I want you guys to stay mobile. One of the things that I've watched with my family and my friends, once they get a little older, a little heavier, a little tired, they stop doing things. They stop walking to the store, they stop going out, they stop being active, they stop running, they stop jumping, they stop playing sports. I don't know if you've noticed those little old Asian people that's walking around at 6 o'clock in the morning, they be 100 years old, just getting it, just getting it. They got a little visor on, just getting it. This old lady just getting it, little Asian old lady, she's like, move it, black man. Little Asian lady coming through, I'm gonna be walking till I'm 175. I'm gonna tell you something. I've had severe injuries to my legs, my ankles, I have torn muscles, I've had surgery 6 times on my hip. And the only thing that has me moving and walking around and doing all this right now is I stayed active. I thought through the pain of the therapy. Even when it hurt me to walk, I walked anyway. And I walked forward. Your body is a machine. And that's the secret of what you know from Wolverine from the X-Men. Yeah, everybody can't just regenerate instantly and take a bullet and get up. But the concept of Wolverine is your body fixes itself if you give it the chance to. But you gotta let your body know, hey, I need this arm. Hey, I need this hand. If you don't use your body, if you just sit, your body does something called atrophy, where the muscles get weaker and weaker because you're not using them. And then your body doesn't feel any need to send signals to fire it up. I have lost the feeling in my entire left leg. Because I'm active, 80% of the feeling is back, and it's more coming back every day. By the way, here's a tip that you know that your body is recovering. You're gonna feel a lot of weird pain for no reason, randomly. You're healing. That's the healing. Just teaching you. Keep yourself mobile. Keep yourself active. Keep yourself moving. This is the key to your body never stopping working. The minute you sit down every day on your butt and don't go nowhere, and you ride from the car to the house, and the house to the car, and the couch to the house, and the house to the car, and the couch, and you're never walking around nowhere, you don't walk to the store, you don't do nothing, you don't go out and run around on a regular basis, your body will give up on you, and you will find yourself in a coffin way before your time. Stay active. And that is Ocho. And we got one more before we go. And Cat Poop Crazy 17, the fountain of youth, the secret to eternal life. Methuselah Gang. Monsieur, can I have my freedom? 9. Hey, baby, can I get some of that money? 9. Hey, you, can I borrow that? 9. 9. It's like we're German up in here. And I believe that's nueve in Spanish. That's right. But 9 is no in German. 9. But this is actual number 9. Nueve. For Cat Poop Crazy number 17, the fountain of youth, the secret to eternal life. And this is my final secret to eternal life and being the fountain of youth. Follow these rules. I swear to you, God. You look 20 years younger. You'll feel 50 years better every day. I'm getting younger every day. Do this. The last one, and number 9, is guys. Never, ever stop dreaming. Never, ever not have a goal that is bigger than the last thing you've accomplished. Always be looking to push for something more. Always be looking to do something better. Always be looking to make something different. Always be looking to better this planet and our lives every day. Don't just get a house and get comfortable. I got a house. Okay, that's it, I'm done. No, you get a house and then you go start a business. Then you go build something. Then you go do a painting. Then you go swim. Then you go travel. Then you go fishing. Have a dream. And don't you ever, you can be responsible, you can get a job and all that, but don't you ever stop chasing that dream. I have a family full of at least 200 wonderful people, all college educated, they're hardworking. We have no criminals in our family. There's only 2 of us, me and my other cousin, who have an actual dream and goal. I don't know what my father's dream is. I don't know what my mother's dream is. I don't know what my sister's dream is. They don't have any dreams. My aunts, my cousins, none of them have dreams. You know what their dream was? Get a house, make some kids, pay bills till I die. And I'm gonna tell you something, which is sad to say. Almost all of them are getting close to 70 years old, and all they talk about is when they're gonna die. And they're starting to get sick and pass out and go to the hospital and get disease. Talking themselves in the coffins because they have nothing to live for. You gotta have something to live for if you wanna keep living. You can't just go about life and have no goals, no focus, no driving purpose, and think that your body will continue to work when it has nothing to work for. All right? Keep the dream alive. Stay in dream forever, and you fight for your dream. You fight for your dream until that ground comes up and snatches you into it. Until then, you dream, you battle, and you build. And that is number 9, Nueve. 9. Spracken say 9, okay? Number 9. And Cat Poop Crazy, and that's the close for this Cat Poop Crazy 17 video. As mentioned, I wasn't so hyped this week. Also, RIP to our guy Tyree Nichols, who went through his recent issue, which wonderfully will be resolved. My condolences to his family. And be inspired by what you heard today. Test these things out. Give it a good effort. 6 days a week good, 1 day a week bad. Stick to it. I promise you, you will look better, you will feel better, and you will live and be here longer than you expect. You know what I tell people every time somebody gives me stuff? I just tell them, no worries. I'll be here when you're gone. And that's what it's all about. Methuselah Gang, Capu Crazy Carl. I love you guys. Have a great week. I'm gonna keep trying to stay up on my videos. I wasn't so excited because this was kind of a depressing time around the country. So I figured I'd just do something standard, kind of calm. I guess a TED Talk of sorts. I hope you guys like my little outfit. I got like the Blues Brother Malcolm X swag going. You know, I will not come off this porch, sir. You know, whatever it is. I don't know, I'm stupid. But Capu Crazy Carl, I love you guys. You guys have a great day, a great week. We'll be back next week with more videos and more fun time. And I'm going to try to upload some other things. I got some podcasts I'm working on, and I'm going to be uploading those to the site also, so you guys can enjoy those podcasts that I'm doing on Twitch. And I'm recording, and I'll have them here for you guys. One of those podcasts is called the My Part of Town podcast, and the other one is called Doodle Free Mondays, and I will be putting those up, putting up links, getting a link tree. And just thank you guys for watching my videos, doing what you do. And if you want to look like this one day, follow these things I told you about. And you too could be this beautiful at 47. Capu Crazy Carl, guys. We're out of here. Peace.